Like, I don't understand why that is an issue. You be close with your family. Her not being close with her family don't make you any less close with your family. Like, what?
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new. Hey girl, hey. So today we are going to be reviewing Love is Blind Season 3, Episode 8. Let's get into it. Before we get into the video though, you know what I'm about to say. I need you to subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. If you enjoy the content, it should be no hassle to get you to subscribe to the channel and to give the video a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot and I need you to do that for me, okay? Now we can get into it. So the episode opens up with Colleen dancing. Ballet is just such a beautiful dance. It's just graceful and elegant and it looks peaceful and it's just so beautiful. But she lets us know that when she came back home, he had already packed up his stuff. He was packing, he was ready to go. But the thing that gets me is we find out later in the episode, I always gotta jump ahead, but like, you know, while I'm on the topic, might as well. We find out that later on in the episode, she says that she FaceTimed him. So I'm like, you was that drunk that you don't even remember her letting you know that she was going to the club? Because she said that it was like they were supposed to come or something like that, but then it ended up just being a girls' night, and she had FaceTimed him once and then she FaceTimed him again. And it's just like, sir, so I was under the impression that like she wasn't answering her phone, he couldn't get a hold of her, but you are going over to Bartise tweaking like, where is Colleen? Where is Colleen? And it's like, but you knew where she was at. Like, you knew where she was at. And if you was that drunk that you had forgot that quickly where she was at, then like, sir, you might have a problem. Okay, because I don't understand you freaking out for no reason. She told you where she was at. I could see, like I said in the review video for that episode when he was wilding, like if she wouldn't have let him know, then I could understand him being upset. Like, you know, I don't know where you are. You were supposed to be coming home. You didn't come. You know, where are you? I'm worried about you, or whatever the case may be. But you knew where she was at. So the real issue wasn't that you didn't know where she was. It was that she went out in the first place, because he did say, I don't want somebody that stay out till 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, that's not that late. Okay, that's not that late. Please go away from me with this. That's not that late. But I feel like she said like she felt like him packing his bags and stuff was stupid, and she feel like, especially because it was over something so small, like, yeah, I'm with her on that. Like, it's childish too, and it's like you can't handle it, so you are ready to run every single time, and that's just not a good sign. Then it cuts to Nancy and Bartise, and for me in that scene, I feel like Bartise is trying to build a list or something of like, I guess, the things that is wrong with Nancy or wrong with their like situation, and I feel like it's insignificant. Now you might say anybody's concerns, whether they be big or small, shouldn't be considered insignificant, but I feel like he is only trying to create this imaginary list so he can feel justified or vindicated if he chooses to say no. But for me, like when he was saying like the ex is more involved, then it's like, okay, sure, that could be a problem. The ex is more involved. And then he said the whole thing with the family and the family not liking what she said, and it's like, if I remember correctly when watching the episode, it really seemed to me like the sister was the only one who really had like a core shaking reaction to Nancy's viewpoints. So him trying to make it seem like my family just doesn't like that she feels this way, and it's like, I didn't get that. Did you get that? Because I didn't get that. But I feel like, again, he's trying to like build up things that just, they don't hit, sir. He also says that like she feels a way when he comes home and he doesn't want to jump her bones. And he says, well, I'm tired and I got a lot going on. And it's like, Look my face. Now, I feel like for anybody who works a full-time job and you have life, period, after you come home from work, surely you're going to be tired. But don't try to make it seem like that's the reason why you don't want to be intimate with her or show her affection, because that's not it. So stop playing in our face. Do you think we stupid? So then we get SK and Raven cleaning and just talking about like her not being the traditional type of a wife. And she feels like SK is great for her because he understands her and understands that she is not the traditional type of wife, or she will not be the traditional type of wife. And I can understand that. I feel like it's 2022. Now granted, if that's your desire to be a stay-at-home mom and cook and clean and be in the house and upkeep the house, only have at it. But it's 2022 and a lot of people do not want to just be sitting at home cooking and cleaning and waiting for their man to come home to give them some sort of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like to each their own. The beautiful thing about marriage is you get to cultivate your own and create your marriage and how you want it to be with your partner. That's only for you and your partner to understand. Who cares if other people don't understand the type of relationship that y'all have and the dynamics and what goes on in your household? What works for you and your household works for you and your household. And if you don't want to be traditional, don't be traditional. As long as your husband and you have an understanding, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We do things how we want to do things over here in the Craig Timley household, okay? While watching them, I was like, they are so cute, but I don't know if it's like forever kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? Like be married long term kind of cute. But I digress. So then we get Cole and Zenab at the bar, and it was really nice to see them finally laughing and having fun with each other, because they just seem like such misfits in terms of like their own relationship. Not in the process, I mean together. They just don't really seem like they fit. So to see them like have fun and laugh and joke and be lighthearted and fun, it was nice to see. So then we get Alexa and Brennan hanging out with Alexa's friends, and they was trying to grill him, and he was basically saying that everything is good, everything is nice, everything is great, and they were kind of like, everything can't be great. What's like, give us the tea, like what's the problem? Where's the things that need work? But I feel like when people ask that question, they have to also take into consideration like they haven't really been together for that long. So usually in the real world, right, if you're in a relationship with somebody, usually in the very beginning, you don't get many problems or tiffs or arguments, because you are still learning each other. You still getting to know each other. It's still fun. You still are like on that high. You still so in love. So usually in the beginning, you don't get much conflict. It usually comes as time comes, you know what I'm saying, and you really start to like mesh and all of that stuff. So I can understand why a lot of these people feel like everything is good so far, because it ain't been that far, you know what I'm saying. But like I do feel like since they are living together, surely it's probably certain things that he doesn't like about her, but probably in his mind it's not worth mentioning because he's gonna deal with it. You get what I'm saying? So then we get Raven. I already had talked about the what's this man's name? Matt, and them hanging out with his friends, and like him saying, them talking about the whole situation, how she FaceTimed him, and I was just like, you really forgot that she FaceTimed you? Like, I'm confused. And he also said that he had blew it out of proportion, and it's like, he really is blowing everything out of proportion. But anyways, so we get Raven going to try on like Nigerian attire and get like her head wraps and stuff. And as she gets her Nigerian head wrap, she says she feels like Cardi B. What? You are in Nigerian attire and you feel like Cardi B? How is this so? Now, I understand that like in all different types of cultures, things are different. But when the mother and the sister were basically telling her like, you need to dumb yourself down and you need to make sure when you out and about you have respect and you don't act a certain way, and you need to make sure you have stew in your house always, and all of that stuff. It just was kind of like that wouldn't really work for me, but to each their own. I felt like when they were saying, especially the thing about like, even if you make more money than him, you need to make sure you and maybe what they meant was don't demean him, don't degrade him. But that's like normal stuff. You should never demean or degrade anybody, not your husband, your friends, nobody. So I don't know, that little portion was just kind of like So Nancy and Bartise go to like the dance thing, and I don't believe anything Bartise says. I'm so sorry. I don't believe anything he says. I just don't. Then we get Cole and Zenab going to the bridge to put the lock on the bridge. And at first, I really thought that he had dropped the lock. I was like, oh my God. But I was also cracking up. But I was also like, oh my God, sir, like what? But then he pulled out, I think, the actual lock or another lock. I don't know like what happened there. I don't know if he I don't know, but he pulled out another lock and they put it on there, and I thought that was really cute. Then he says that the parents are willing to meet Zenab, but they want to wait until after they are married, which is really backwards to me. I feel like even if they would have been like, okay, we will meet her, but off camera. You know what I'm saying? At least. But to say like y'all gonna wait till they get married when it's like you really don't even approve of them doing this experiment in the first place was just kind of weird. So then we get the girls looking at wedding dresses, and then we get the guys looking at tuxedos. And everybody's dress was beautiful. It was really sad when Zenab kind of started to cry about like her parents not being there and stuff like that, and I'm sure that was like really tough for her. So that was really sad to see, but everybody looked nice. That was cool. But then we get Bartise basically telling us that when he sent pictures of them to his friends, that they basically was like, she ugly. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but like that's basically what I got from what he said. And it just was like, what? And then the sister was like, you're not that superficial, you don't care about looks, don't that da da da. And it's like, girl, obviously he does, because that has been his main issue. So obviously he is that superficial, and he does care about looks over most of the other things. Then we get Raven and SK, and they are talking about the whole family thing. So SK's mom takes issue with the fact that Raven's family won't be present. And then she's like, what do you want? What does your mother want me to do? Like, they don't want to come. And I feel like, for me, I feel two different ways, because I feel like you can't be mad at somebody or feel some type of way towards somebody because their family decides not to participate or decides not to come. That is not that person's fault. It's their family that doesn't want to come. And then she said like she don't really have much family, and a little bit of family that she got, they don't want to come. But then I also can understand like you feeling like you want somebody that has a close-knit relationship with their family because you're close with your family. But also, if you're close with your family and it's important for you to be close with your family, and you are close with your family, and then this person feels like, I don't mind being close with your family or my family, however, I'm just not as close with my family, and I don't care, that why is that a problem? She's not saying like, I don't want to be cool with your family and I ain't cool with my family. She's saying like, I don't mind being close with your family or my family. My family just don't want to come, but I'm more than happy to be invited into your family and be close with your family and blah blah blah. Like, I don't understand why that is an issue. You be close with your family. Her not being close with her family don't make you any less close with your family. Like, what? So to me, I don't understand that issue that they seem to be having, or that SK is having, and making it bigger than what it is. It's like, just because she isn't as close with her family or they don't want to participate doesn't mean that you can't be close with your family, or that she won't be close with your family. I don't understand. So anyways, that was the end of this episode. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are not subscribed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.